Hello, everybody. Welcome to this community office hours and community meeting for Kubewarden. For those at home, as always, you would see this. You would be able to find this recorded and available, and we can have a look at at what we have today. So let me just share the screen super fast. And now it should be showing. Okay. So for topics today, we have the Linux Foundation mentorship. We as you already know, we are part of this mentorship because we are part of the CNCF. And right now, this mentorship of 2 months is on its midpoint. So we have already made 1 month with 2 mentees. They are doing great. They are learning things and they are progressing on their tasks. And as you all know, or maybe you already know, well, we have 1 month left, and this is a remunerated mentorship. So we hope that both our mentees progress fine and can go forward with it. About topics that are coming for Kubewarden. So as you see, we have the context-aware topic. It's a super nice topic. Basically, it's allowing the policies of Kubewarden to be context-aware, which means that they have access to everything that is happening in cluster. So they can just ask for information of resources in the cluster, be it normal resources from the API, CRDs, and so on. As Flavio explained last meeting, this comes with the idea of permissions, no, for those access to the cluster, and those permissions more or less look like the usual phone permissions for Android or iPhone and so on. So basically, the policy needs to explicitly say what are they going to need, and with that, the policy can access the needed resources. So then, as a policy consumer, one needs to just review the settings of the policy and agree with whatever is needed for that policy with context-aware to be able to function or not. And for this, you can realize that we needed to provide a minimal Kubewarden version. If you think about iOS or Android, it's going to be the same. No, you need to define a moment where the permissions are defined and are needed. Hence, you need the policies to target a specific minimum Kubewarden version, where the functionality for context-aware is present and the permissions are available, and so on and so forth. So this has been done for Policy Server and KWCTL via the library that we have, which is Policy Evaluator. And how does that work? Well, it's not so difficult. Here we can see one of the issues, and later on we will see the PR. And basically, this is for KWCTL. Basically, what we are adding is a new metadata.yaml field for the policies. So that means that when we are using KWCTL, which is our command line interface for creating policies from scratch, you can use that to just annotate the policy with the new metadata field. Or you can inspect the policy to see if it has the new metadata field. Or you can just run the policy locally, even if it's context-aware, because you can just provide it a kube config, to target whatever cluster that you want, and just run it outside of the cluster, the policy. And the metadata.yaml gets a new field that is called minimum Kubewarden version, which is expected. We can see it here. For example, this, no? And then with that, that's sorted out. This is for KWCTL. The same happens for Policy Server. Policy Server needs to be the one checking those permissions that the context-aware policy specifies and so on. And this, as already said, it's done via the Policy Evaluator. So apart from that, in 1.6.0, we have had a lot of bug fixes and some other features. One of the bug fixes that it's nice is reducing the privileges of Kubewarden's controller service account. If you see the Helm chart of Kubewarden, we have two roles: namespace role that is needed for everything on Kubewarden, and then we have a cluster-wide role that has access to, for example, the admission policies and cluster admission policies, because they are namespace, for example, the admission policies, but they can be present in whatever namespace in the cluster, so you need cluster-wide access for those things. As you would see in the future, we have made a point on reducing these privileges, and we encourage you to just have a check on the upcoming 1.6.0 and make sure that this is applied. We will release more information about this in the future. And talking about 1.6.0, that's what we are currently busy with. Here in the releases, you can see that we have had a lot of RCs. Some of them come with some fixes. Some of them come with a feature of context-aware, or maybe fixes for consuming the policies and so on. And you can see that we have been iterating on 1.6.0 in this last week and 2 weeks, and we are gearing up to have that sorted out. Hey, Flavio, how's it going? So yeah, we are here. We have basically talked about the mentorship, the context-aware, and a bit of the reduced privilege on the Helm chart. And about 1.6.0, apart from the release of 1.6.0, we are also looking forward to have the AirGap install of UI ready as a new feature. And for that, I cannot right now show you anything in specific on the UI, but yeah, we are looking forward to that. Apart from that, for example, we have on ArtifactHub.io, we have all the policies and packages of Kubewarden have been refreshed, and you can see that now we show as, for example, these are our charts. They are actually signed because we do release them signed via cosign, and these are only tracking the HTTPS server, the HTTPS repository of Helm charts. But yeah, they are signed, and you can see all the other policies which are signed, and as you can see now, they are marked as official. For those coming from Kubewarden, they are marked as verified for those also coming from Kubewarden, and they are marked as part of the CNCF, which we are, in addition to being signed via cosign. And we look forward to having more policies that are already created by the community appear in ArtifactHub. So, yeah, Flavio, I wonder, would you like to? Yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, I feel that I have gone through everything already in this quarter of an hour. We are going to be present in KubeCon Europe in Amsterdam next week. So we hope that we see each other there, and we see you guys for those listening at home. I wonder if, yeah, Flavio? Oh, I think you're muted, or maybe the...
No, I'm muted. Now it should be hear me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was saying thank you. And yeah, sorry for being late. I was in another meeting.
No problem. Yeah, I think this is it. We look forward to the end of the mentorship, and we look forward to 1.6.0, which is looking quite good, to be honest.
Yeah. Did we push out RC6? I guess we're still in the process, right?
For RC6, we have RC6 of the controller, the policy server, KWCTL, and so on. We are missing the Helm charts once everything just keeps rolling through the automation.
Cool. Really nice.
So it should be fine. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this community meeting.
Are there questions, feedback? Yeah.
Yeah, folks, if for those attending, if you have any questions or feedback, please write them on the chat.
Also for ones watching, just reach out on Slack with your feedback.
Yep. Okay, no questions coming on. Okay, so yeah, short and sweet this time, but yeah, see you around, see you on the next community meeting, and see you on KubeCon.
Thanks.
Enjoy the
See
rest of
you.
the day.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.